Hi, in this video we are going to discuss about Spark framework. Now we'll start with basic comparison in between Python and Spark, where Python is more like a general purpose programming language. Let's assume that we have created one Python ETL solutions and this solution is taking around 3 hours to process one particular data set because there is only one particular machines, so it has limited IO resources available. Now on the other hand, when we talk about a Spark, it is more like a group of computers or it's a cluster of machines working together. So if the same solutions we are going to use using Spark, that time because the work will get divided into 3 different machines, and if for Python it is taking 3 hours, then it should take 1 hour for a Spark to process. Now we are going to discuss about Spark framework. There are 3 major components as a part of this framework, that is driver process, executor process, and cluster manager. Now you remember the previous demos where we always create Spark session and then we process with other task. So code what we write will be here. It will interact with Spark session. Then it will share the same code with all these executors. Now the executor will actually perform or execute those tasks and then share the result with driver process. Now there is cluster manager which help in managing physical machines and allocating resources. Now moving next, where we have different APIs available in Spark. We'll start from lowest API, that is RDD, which is short for resilient distributed dataset and distributed variables. Then we have dataset and data frame, and these are structured APIs where we have lot of pre-built transformations, methods, and actions available. On top of it, we have streamings and analyticals related solutions. Moving to the next topic, there are two kind of operations. One is transformations, second is actions. Transformation is creating new RDD from old one. Couple of methods like map, flat map are example of transformation. These are lazy in nature. That means it will only apply those transformation when it will see any action. Actions are like count or writing output data into a file or writing data into console. These are part of actions. There are basically two kind of transformations. One is narrow dependencies, second is wide dependencies. Now in narrow dependencies, where data from one particular partitions will move to another one, it's one to one relationship. Best part about narrow dependencies is that pipeline is possible in this case. That means if you have multiple transformation, it can apply all of them at once and it will happen in memory. Example of narrow dependencies will be map, filter. Now moving to the next one, where we have wide dependencies. In this case, data can move from one partition to one or more partitions. Some of the methods like reduce by key or group by key are example of wide dependencies. In this case, once these transformations will performed, then data need to be written into disk.